Mental or psychiatric disorders are among the most significant public health challenges worldwide. These debilitating disorders affect hundreds of millions of people across diverse populations. These conditions are not simply matters of mood and behavior. They are complex disorders rooted in the structure and function of the brain, influenced by genetic, environmental, and social factors. Mental or psychiatric disorders can impact cognition, emotion, perception, and behavior, often interfering with daily functioning and overall quality of life. Increasing awareness and improved diagnostics have all contributed to a growing recognition of these conditions as both medical and neurological in nature. Among the most common mental disorders are depression, anxiety disorders, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia. Major depressive disorders are associated with dysfunction in brain regions such as the prefrontal cortex. They regulate decision-making and emotional control and the limbic system, particularly the amygdala and hippocampus, which are involved in emotional processing and memory. On the other hand, anxiety disorders are closely linked to hyperactivity in the amygdala. This is the brain's fear center, along with altered regulation by the prefrontal cortex. Next, bipolar disorder, another common psychiatric disease, involves dysregulation of mood circuits, including the prefrontal cortex, thalamus, and limbic structures, leading to alternating periods of depression and mania. Schizophrenia, one of the most severe psychiatric disorders, is associated with abnormalities in the frontal and temporal lobes, as well as disruptions in dopamine pathways that affect perception, thought processes, and reality testing. Other prevalent conditions include attention deficit/hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, including post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, and obsessive-compulsive disorder, or OCD. ADHD is linked to differences in the frontal lobe, particularly areas responsible for attention, impulse control, and executive function. PTSD involves heightened activity in the amygdala, combined with reduced regulation by the prefrontal cortex. In addition, PTSD involves alterations in the hippocampus, affecting memory and fear responses. OCD is associated with dysfunction in neural circuits connecting the orbitofrontal cortex, basal ganglia, and thalamus. This leads to repetitive thoughts and compulsive behaviors. These disorders illustrate how specific brain networks, rather than isolated regions, contribute to mental health conditions. Overall, mental disorders reflect disruptions in interconnected brain systems that regulate emotion, cognition, and behavior. Advances in neuroscience continue to reveal how imbalances in neurotransmitters, structural differences, and altered neural connectivity contribute to these conditions. Understanding the biological basis of mental disorders helps reduce stigma and emphasizes the importance of evidence-based treatment approaches. This would include therapy, medication, and lifestyle interventions. As research progresses, a clearer understanding of brain function offers hope for improved diagnosis. This would include personalized treatments and better outcomes for individuals across all populations.
Here is a color-coded info chart of the major mental disorders discussed in this tutorial. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like.